Okay, things are looking pretty good. I'm pretty excited about all this here. It's kind of hard to see down into the kind of the back area here, but I had that ammeter shunt mounted onto that fiberglass across the back of the pack. And right here, I got the B minus, the negative end battery connection from the motor controller connected to the shunt, which is going to the negative end of the battery pack. So that means all we have to do now is connect the positive end up and the bike should be ready. Of course, you want to use a pre-charge resistor to do that. I've got a 100 watt, 120 volt light bulb that I'm going to pre-charge it with. And then I'm just going to take the red power cable from the motor controller, connect it to the red cable here up to the positive, the front of the battery pack, pre-charging it with the light bulb first. Okay. So now, in theory, now that we have a non-burned out light bulb, theoretically, we can connect the light bulb to the two wires to complete the circuit. And when we do, the light bulb should just come on for a second as the capacitors suck juice. And then once it stops drawing current, the bulb, you won't see it anymore. So we should just get a quick flash of the light bulb. Like that. There we go. That's it. So that's pre-charging the capacitors and everything in the motor controller. Solid. That's the main thing. Okay, so we got the positive connection wired up. Rubber boot, put some electrical tape on there, then we'll zip tie that so it won't flop around any. I believe we've got everything that we need for the batteries to actually be in here and working. So if we look up at the instrument control panel and we turn the key, it's alive. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, it is on. Just gently twist it. Yeah, okay. Oh, you're going reverse, go the other way. Okay, well, it's working.
Oh, the wheel's spinning.
It's working. We're burning rubber.
Nice.
Okay, so we got the Nissan LEAF battery pack down into the Vectrix, got it wired up, and then at the back of the pack, down underneath there, right underneath that little wire harness, that's the ammeter for the Cycle Analyst, which is kind of a electric bike computer. I'm going to use that on here for tracking current, mostly current, voltage, watts per mile, that sort of a thing. So I've got the Cycle Analyst up in the glove box right now, mostly just because I don't know exactly where I want it to go, but I'm hoping maybe I can make a little bracket where I can like store it in the glove box, but then put it right there when actually in use. But it needs a couple of wires, so it has this little black wire harness. I brought it through that hole to fish it down in, and then put the wires to the ammeter. And then the negative comes down to here too. And then there's the positive wire, which is going to go up here. So what I did was I spliced that to a wire, well, two wires together, so that that could come up to the glove box. And what I'm going to do, wire in a switch, so I can turn the Cycle Analyst on and off. And then the other end is going to come to here, and up at that post, it'll just go to that little screw that goes into the bolt, into the terminal. So next up, I'm gonna solder up that switch. Okay, this is essentially what the Vectrix looks like with the LEAF modules inside. I got these nice plastic covers going over the bus bars, the BMS wires. The big orange cable is the positive. It comes back here, goes to the motor controller, and then hiding down under all this, I have the shunt for the ammeter, which is actually going to the Cycle Analyst. Now, for the red wire, I got that spliced up to a double wire. One end is going to the little screw on the positive end, and then that pair of wires goes up to here and to a switch. That's probably not what I'm going to use for the real switch in the end. And it looks like the Cycle Analyst is kind of jumping around a little bit because I just hooked it up and it's not calibrated or anything. But that looks like it. Looks like I can put the cover on. Maybe take the fan off the inside of the cover first.